Module number 7, the air we breathe, breathing, clean air, and breathing exercises. Breathe for mental energy. Many people know that the air we breathe is important, but why? Air pollution may sometimes be invisible, but it can leave a big imprint on human health. In fact, evidence shows that air pollution can impact human health in more ways than previously imagined. Two types of pollution are dominant: ozone and particle pollution. These two pollutants threaten the health and lives of millions of people. Air pollution. 1. Science shows that both short-term and long-term exposure to unhealthy air can shorten your life and lead to premature death. Medical experts have known about this risk for decades. Breathing ozone and particle pollution can lead to increased asthma attacks, which can result in visits to the emergency room and hospital admissions, not to mention missed work and school. 3. Air pollution can increase the risk of both heart attacks and stroke. 4. In 2013, the World Health Organization determined that particle pollution can cause lung cancer. 5. Exposure to air pollution can slow and stunt lung development in growing children, harming their health now and reducing their lung function as adults. 6. Air pollution increases the risk of lung infections, especially in children. 7. Worsened COPD symptoms. Exposure to air pollution can make it even harder for people with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease to breathe. Severe symptoms can lead to hospitalizations and even death. 8. Lung tissue swelling and irritation. Even people with healthy lungs are susceptible to irritation and swelling. For those living with chronic lung diseases, such as asthma and COPD, these effects can be especially harmful. 9. Low infant birth weight. Some studies show exposure to air pollution may increase the risk of low infant birth weight and infant mortality. 10. Wheezing, coughing, and shortness of breath. Like many of the other conditions in this list, these can be caused by both long-term exposure and short-term exposure to high levels of air pollutants. The list doesn't end here. For example, new research is uncovering links between the air we breathe and mental health concerns. The more scientists look at this invisible threat, the more they find that air pollution poses a serious threat to our nation's health. Pure air. Breathing exercises are a wonderful, effective way to reduce stress, regulate mood, and feel energized. One way to promote deeper breathing and better health is by exhaling completely. Try it. Take a deep breath. Let it out effortlessly, and then squeeze out a little more. Doing this regularly will help build up the muscles between your ribs, and your exhalations will naturally become deeper and longer. Start by practicing this exhalation exercise consciously, and eventually it will become a healthy, unconscious habit. People claim to have reached an enlightened state by doing nothing more than paying attention to the rising and falling of their breath. What easier way could there be to reach such a state? Especially since breathing, following the ebb and flow of your breath, is an intrinsic part of meditation. By paying attention to your breath, you will rapidly change your state of consciousness, begin to relax, and slowly detach from ordinary awareness. Try to focus on the point between your in-breath and out-breath, which is dimensionless, and glimpse the elements of enlightenment in that space. Breathing to reduce stress. Breathing exercises are a wonderful way to reduce anxiety, agitation, and stress, while promoting relaxation, calm, and inner peace. It may take some practice, and require some commitment on your part to achieve results. However, the long-term benefits are well worth the effort. A calm and relaxed body and mind are less prone to health issues. Breathing strongly influences physiology and thought processes, including mood. By simply focusing your attention on your breathing, and without doing anything to change it, you can move in the direction of relaxation. Too much attention on upsetting thoughts may cause anxiety, guilt, and unhappiness. Get in the habit of shifting your awareness to your breath whenever you find yourself dwelling on stressful situations. One breathing exercise is the 4-7-8 breath. It is simple, takes almost no time, requires no equipment, and can be done anywhere. Although you can do this exercise in any position, sit with your back straight while learning the exercise. Place the tip of your tongue against the ridge of your upper teeth and keep it there through the entire exercise. You will be exhaling through your mouth around your tongue. Try pursing your lips slightly if this seems awkward. Exhale completely through your mouth, making a whoosh sound. Close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose to a mental count of 4. Hold your breath for a mental count of 7. Exhale completely through your mouth, making a whoosh sound to a count of 8. This is 1 breath. Now inhale again and repeat the cycle 3 more times for a total of 4 breaths. Note that you always inhale quietly through your nose and exhale audibly through your mouth. The tip of your tongue stays in position the whole time. Exhalation takes twice as long as inhalation. The absolute time you spend on each phase is not important, but the ratio 4-7-8 is. If you have trouble holding your breath for 7, speed the exercise up, but keep the ratio 4-7-8 in the 3 phases. With practice, you'll slow it down and get used to inhaling and exhaling more and more deeply. Practice at least twice a day. You cannot do it too frequently. Do not do more than 4 breaths at one time for the first month of practice. Later, if you wish, you can extend it to 8 breaths. If you feel lightheaded when you first breathe this way, don't be concerned. It will pass. Let's practice again. Place the tip of your tongue against the ridge of tissue just behind your upper front teeth and keep it there for the entire exercise. Exhale completely through your mouth with a whooshing sound. Close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose to a mental count of 4. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath and count to 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale completely through your mouth, making a whooshing sound to the count of 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you need a pick-me-up or are feeling a bit anxious, try the following breathing exercise. It can help to bring energy and clarity to your mind. The first time, do it for just 15 seconds. Then increase the duration by 5 seconds every time you can complete 1 full minute. Always breathe normally between exercises. Sit upright with your back straight, eyes closed, and shoulders relaxed. Place the tip of your tongue against the bony ridge behind and above your upper teeth. Breathe rapidly through your nose in and out with your mouth slightly closed. Keep your inhale and exhale short and equal. Your chest should be almost mechanical in its movement, rapid, like air is pumping through it. Try to inhale and exhale 3 times per second, and if you can, keep your breathing audible. Ideally, you will feel the muscular effect of this breathing exercise at the base of your neck, just above your collarbone, and at the diaphragm. Put your hands on these areas to get a sense of the movements. Let's practice. Place the tip of your tongue against the bony ridge behind and above your upper teeth, and breathe rapidly through your nose with 3 inhales and exhales per second. For the first time, do this for just 15 seconds, increasing the duration by 5 seconds every time until you can complete 1 full minute, and then breathe normally between exercises. How to clean up air in your home. Since we cannot control outdoor air pollution, let's focus our attention on getting familiar with what influences air quality inside our homes. Sources of air pollution. There are many things that affect the air quality we breathe, such as industrial pollution, perfumes, pesticides, herbicides, smoke, vehicle exhaust, mold, pollen, allergens, indoor and home pollutants. The biggest offenders are industrial polluters. More than 2 million tons of known carcinogens are released into our air, land, and water by industrial facilities around the world every year. Health issues linked to toxins and pollutants in the air include cancer, allergies, asthma, birth defects, infertility, growth problems, weight gain, skin problems, respiratory problems, digestive problems, and overall imbalance within the body. Since we cannot control outdoor air pollution, let's focus our attention on getting familiar with what influences air quality inside our homes. However, if you are living next to a gas station, busy highway, golf course, conventional agricultural area with heavy spraying of pesticides and herbicides, or commercial livestock farms that produce lots of methane gas, you can consider moving to an area where the air quality is less impacted by these activities. Dust in homes, offices, and other human environments contains small amounts of plant pollen, human and animal hairs, textile fibers, paper fibers, minerals from outdoor soil, human skin cells, burnt meteorite particles, and many other materials which can be found in the local environment. Our indoor environment is an important source of chemical pollution exposure. A new study shows that chemicals are not just volatile compounds that off-gas into the air, but also accumulate as particles in house dust. Indoor dust today has a chemical makeup from a wide variety of products, household items like electronic devices, televisions, furniture, beauty products, cleaning products, and flooring materials shed chemicals that end up in the air and in the dust of our indoor environments. Major sources of indoor air pollutants include pressed wood products, carpets, paints, and furnishings treated with flame retardant chemicals such as mattresses, upholstery, and drapery. Dust mites accumulate in dust and are a common household allergen. Seasonal pollen are carried indoors by the wind, and pet dander may be present in your home regardless of whether you have a pet or not. Cockroach droppings contain a protein that can be a potential allergy trigger. And finally, mold and mildew are potential allergens that can cause very serious illness. Water-damaged homes, especially homes that are made of drywall and cardboard ceiling, are a perfect place for mold to thrive when damp. Although mold is natural in our outdoor environment and even some types indoors, there are species of mold that can wreak havoc on health once they settle inside a home. Since these molds are often not seen as they can be hidden within the walls or roof or behind the shower, it can be hard to identify that there is a serious health risk to be dealt with. Toxic molds produce mycotoxins that can make you sick or slowly break down your immune system. Possible reactions include immune suppression and cancer. Mycotoxins are chemical toxins present within or on the surface of the mold spore, which can be inhaled, ingested, or touched. Volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, are emitted as gases from certain solids or liquids. A 1985 study by the Environmental Protection Agency showed that the greatest personal exposure to solvents comes from air in the home, especially at night. One study identified a total of 586 different chemical pollutants in the indoor air of 52 homes along the Arizona-Mexico border. Major sources of indoor air pollution include pressed wood products, carpets, paints, and furnishings that are treated with flame-retardant chemicals, such as mattresses, upholstery, drapes, and curtains. VOCs and solvents are hazardous to our health in many ways. They pose a threat to normal development in the infant and fetus. They affect the reproductive system. They are a carcinogen, which causes cancer in the body. They impact the immune system, and they disrupt the endocrine system, affecting the natural hormone release cycles. Here are some common air hazards in your home, including solvents, dusts and particulates, and combustion byproducts. Improve air quality in your home. What lifestyle changes can you make to reduce your airborne toxic burden? Here's a list of easily actionable items to ensure that you get the best air quality possible in your home and your office. Detox your home. Stop using unnecessarily pollutants in your home. Move paint containers and other chemicals to areas that are far removed from bedrooms and living areas. A separate garage would be best. Switch to natural cleaning products. You don't need a different chemical cleaner for every item in the house. Take off your shoes. Toxic compounds find their way inside your home via shoes. Studies have shown that herbicides, lead dust, coal tar from asphalt road, Roundup from your lawn, and harmful bacteria find their way inside your home through your shoes. It's not a common practice to remove shoes in our Western culture, but it is a tradition in many countries such as India, Japan, and Hawaii that we could adopt. Think twice before purchasing new household items. Getting a new couch or pillows or mattress, thinking about carpet or freshly painting walls. These items can be extremely toxic when they're brand new. Even hardwood floors that are glued together are a problem. These improvements will off-gas volatile organic compounds for a considerable time and increase the toxic load of your indoor air. Choose organic, natural upholstery and pillows whenever possible, and look for paint that doesn't contain VOCs and solvents. Carpeting in the home is not recommended at all, but if you absolutely have no choice, or if you're looking for area rugs, natural materials, and do research on how the rugs were bound together. Certain glues can be used on natural rugs that will off-gas. No smoking. If you are a smoker or get visitors that smoke, smoke outdoors and far enough away that it isn't carried indoors at all. Smoke from cigarettes and other tobacco products will contaminate your indoor air and will stick to the walls and other hard surfaces. Cigarettes and cigarette smoke contain chemicals, carcinogens, and toxic heavy metals like benzene, formaldehyde, pesticides, vinyl chloride, arsenic, cadmium, ammonia, carbon monoxide, hydrogen cyanide, and nicotine. Secondhand smoke contains some 250 chemicals and about 70 cancer-causing chemicals. Minimize use of candles and wood fires. Change dry cleaners. Unlike what its name implies, dry cleaning is not actually a dry process. Clothes are soaked in a solvent other than water, and the solvent that is used is typically tetrachloroethylene perchloroethylene, or PERC, which the industry calls PCE. This is the same solvent that is used in paint strippers and spot removers. Perk lingers in recently dry cleaned clothes and slowly escapes into the household air. Bring your dry cleaning home and hang it in your closet means that those chemicals will off-gas and contaminate your indoor air. Your best option is to research for a dry cleaner that uses natural dry cleaning methods, and research what perk-free dry cleaners that advertise themselves as green usually use. When this is not possible, hang your dry cleaning outside. Also, remember, unless you perspire very heavily, your clothes probably don't need to be cleaned as often as you think. Spot clean at home and hang in the sun for a few hours to freshen your dry clean only labeled clothes. You can also rethink buying dry clean only clothing in the future. Rethink the smells coming from your laundry room. Use unscented, natural, biodegradable laundry detergent and fabric softener. Stop using dryer sheets. They are a source of solvent indoor air pollution. What you will notice is that you actually don't need it. Bicarbonate of soda or borax make for excellent natural fabric softener and is much kinder to the environment. Keep your mouth closed and breathe through your nose. The nose is designed to trap air pollutants through the hair it contains and let it do its job. Chronic sinus problems or blocked nose can make this tricky, but observe your habit of breathing and focus on deliberately filling up your lungs properly with each breath, and allow the air to push your diaphragm down completely. Keep it clean. Keep your house dust-free and clean. As we've seen, dust contains allergens, molds, toxic chemicals, and more. Wipe down hard surfaces with a moist rag at least once a week, and vacuum floors or sweep and wet mop once a week as well. Create a schedule to periodically check your house for leaks and mold. This is a must. Create a schedule to check for water leak or water damage that may have gone unnoticed, especially if you live in areas that get a lot of rain. If you want to go the extra mile, which is highly recommended, check your house for mold spores by using mold detecting kits. If you see water damage or mold growing, take action immediately. Black mold thrives on drywall and board-type ceilings and is toxic. They create neurotoxins which damage the nervous system and are powerful carcinogens. Walk in nature and bring air-purifying plants indoors. Do you ever notice you feel better after a walk in the woods? Spending time in nature, walking in the woods. Do that as frequently as you can, walking consciously and breathing consciously. Japanese researchers suggest we take in beneficial substances when we breathe forest air. 3 major factors that research identified that can possibly make us feel healthier after a walk in the woods include beneficial bacteria, plant-derived essential oils, and negatively charged ions. Some plants can help to clean the air in the home or office. These natural air purifiers are only effective where there are lots of them in the room. So read about plants that can clean indoor air. Use exhaust fans in the kitchen, bath, and laundry, and run your air conditioner and clean your air filter. A good strategy is to purify the air in your bedroom while you sleep by using a HEPA filter. At least your body can get clean air when it's resting and in repair mode at night. As we mentioned above, the 1985 TEAM study showed the greatest personal exposure to solvents come from air in the home, especially at night. So controlling air quality inside your home is an important step toward better mental and physical health and a long life.